The reigns of the beast, dragon, and Gentiles, along with the stay of the woman in her place and the period of power given to the two prophets, are ultimately based upon the sacred number 7, which represents perfection and completion. But the durations themselves are only one half of 7. 1,260 days, 42 months, and 3.5 years constitute one half of a full 7 years, which should be 2,520 days, 84 months, and 7 years. As such, these half periods represent incompleteness and imperfection. Half periods of incompleteness and especially imperfection are appropriate for the beast and dragon, which represent opposition to Jesus Christ and his saints. But what about half periods for the woman and the two prophets? How is imperfection and incompleteness appropriate for them? To answer these questions, we must understand that the incompletion of anything less than 7 signifies limitations, shortness, and curtailment. It is broken time. To begin with, the scriptures indicate that giving the woman a half period of time in the wilderness and in her place is merely a form of protection against the dragon. The dragon wanted to devour her child. When the woman left and the child was caught up in heaven, the dragon continued to persecute the woman. The half-time of protection given the woman was a direct result of the power given to the dragon. Though we only learn that the dragon and its beast were given power for a half period in chapter 13, the dragon received its power before the woman received her protection. The woman had no reason for protection if the dragon had not first been given power to persecute her. Moreover, this means that the half period of protection was wholly dependent upon the half period of power given the dragon. That is, the half period does not pertain to the woman, but the dragon. This same pattern applies to the two witnesses and their enemies, the Gentiles and the beast. The witnesses were given power to testify for a half period, but only after the Gentiles, and by implication, the beast had been first given the half period. It is only after this half period, when their testimony had been finished, was the beast allowed to kill them. Again, like the woman, the half period of protection given to the witnesses was secondary to the half period of power given to the enemy. Yet, as we have indicated, the half season means more than just incompleteness. It also suggests limitation, shortness, and curtailment. The half period is a purposeful shortening of the full, perfect period of 7 years. The Lord himself told his disciples that he would shorten the great tribulation of the last days. The Lord intimates that the reason that He will shorten the tribulation will be so that there will be some men left on earth, presumably the elect. Isaiah did, after all, prophesy that there would be a few men left after the burning. But Joseph Smith's restoration tells a slightly different story. The tribulation will be brought upon the Jews and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and not upon the world as a whole. There will be few Jews left. However, according to the covenant made with Israel, some of the elect will be spared. Joseph's restoration is fully consistent with Revelation. It was the church, represented by the woman, that will be persecuted by the beast and dragon.